I can feel you staring at me. It's like you're burning two perfect hot little holes in my side.
I was just trying to figure out what you're painting.
You'll have to wait and see.
Hey, stop it.
What do you think?
It's cool. Yeah, a lot of action.
Good. Then this can be the first one you watch.
Okay.
On your TV. As long as you have one, you might as well use it.
Yeah, well, thanks, because, you know, it was getting kind of boring watching a blank screen.
And when you get tired of it, you can just change the channel. Anything else you want? MTV, a baseball game?
Surprise me. After you tell me what you're avoiding.
I'm not.
Not that I mind. Anytime you want to hide out and paint pictures for my television, feel free. I could use some more furniture while you're at it, too.
Just didn't feel like going to school today.
Elizabeth, don't even try it. You know the grades for Murty's final came out this morning.
I just, felt like sitting here and being humiliated. Instead of going to school and finding out I flunked in front of the entire class. I notice you're not jumping in to tell me I'm wrong.
I checked your student ID number. You blew the test.
I was too busy setting up Murty to pay attention to the test. You know, I really thought we'd catch him that night. I thought we'd prove that he raped me and then I wouldn't have to worry about my grade. You know, sometimes it makes me just want to scream that I actually have to worry about what grade my rapist gives me in English.
And olives.
They're okay. There's another reason why I didn't go to school today. They know, don't they? The kids. They know I was raped.
No.
Well, you heard Nicholas at the nurse's ball. He said he didn't care what your little girlfriend had been through. He was talking about the rape. And obviously he told Emily because why else would she have said that thing about the Weber girls throwing themselves at all the guys?
Listen, Emily was mad because she insulted Prince Nicholas. She just said the first thing that came into her head. She doesn't know. I mean, it sounded like it, but she doesn't.
You can't be sure.
Well, Emily's not cruel. Believe me, if she knew something happened, she would have never said anything like that.
Well, Nicholas knows.
Okay, look. He maybe figured it out when he saw you coming out of the support group, but that was months ago. And the nurse's ball, that was the first time he said anything.
That we know of.
He has no friends. There's no one he could tell that would be interested. But look, even if the whole town knew, why should you be ashamed, huh? You didn't do anything wrong. The wrong was done to you.
Right. I was raped. And that's all I'll ever be, the girl who was raped. I'm the one they'll stare at. I'm the one they'll whisper about. I didn't even do anything, and I'm the one that has to pay. That pig used me, and he walked away like nothing happened. No matter what I do, or how hard I try to leave it behind me, I will always be stuck there, trapped in that night, in those bushes. And no matter how hard I fight, I will never get away. Well, I never knew.
Okay?
Sometimes it's good to cry. It releases some of that pressure. I'm sorry you had to watch.
No, there's nothing to be sorry about. Elizabeth, no one knows you were raped, except the people you've told. And Nicholas, but I'll make sure he doesn't tell anyone else, okay?
I don't want you to fight with your brother because of me.
Nicholas isn't my brother. He's my mother's other son. And I hated him long before this happened to you. We're not gonna fight. I'm just gonna tell the prince how it is, and he's gonna listen to me.
Sounds like a fight to me.
It's not. Trust me.
I've never trusted anyone more in my life. But it's not enough. I need to do something, Lucky. I need to find the next step. The one that will get me past this. Yeah, he helps Stone.
Give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't want to miss you. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. And you can't fight the tears that ain't coming, all the moment of truth in your eyes. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am.
So, Dr. Baldwin, am I making any progress?
Well, what do you think?
I knew you were going to ask me that. Well, let's see. I can't seem to make much progress beyond being raped. It's like a backdrop for everything I do and think, how I relate to other people, how I perform, or more accurately, how I don't perform academically. I can't seem to relax enough to enjoy anything anymore. So, I guess I'd have to say, not so hot.
Oh. Elizabeth, you know, it may not feel like progress to you now, but you are making it.
Well, when do I get to feel it? I'm so sick of being a victim, I could scream. I just want to get on with my life.
And you will. But right now, you just have to be patient and take some time to heal.
I'm trying to be more positive. I really am. I can actually conceive of the possibility that one day I might get beyond this. But over it, how can something as horrible as rape be gotten over? You know, it would have been different if I was shot or stabbed. That would have been horrible, I know, but at least the wound would heal. You know, yeah, there'd be a scar, but being raped is like having a wound that just won't close.
It will. And you're right, there definitely will be a scar. But, you know, in time you'll grow to understand that being raped does not define who you are.
So what do you figure? Like a year, 2, 3?
It takes as long as it takes. But, you know, I've been down this journey many times before with other patients, and you will conquer it.
I like that word. Conquer. I will conquer this. I will. Hey, Lucky.
Oh, looks like my timing's pretty good.
Dr.
Hi.
Baldwin and I just finished a little while ago. She promises I'm gonna be fine.
Well, I never doubted it.
Well, you just keep telling her that, okay, Lucky? I'll see you next week.
Okay, thanks.
You okay?
Better now.
This is...
So how are things going with Dr. Baldwin?
Things are going slowly. Very, very slowly. But she's nice. I like her. And wonders of wonders, I think I even trust her. I just wish she'd say something besides, be patient. It's going to take time.
Well, she is a shrink, not a fairy godmother.
Yeah, well, that's a shame. It'd be nice if she could just wave her little wand over me and everything would go away.
Poof, you're healed.
Thanks. You know, I know she's right, though. It's going to take time. Just like it's going to take time for you to get over learning that your father raped your mom. It would be nice, though, if you could just skip over all that and get there, you know?
Mm.
God, I am so sick and tired of living with this. Every night when I go to sleep, I think about it. And every morning when I wake up, it's the first thing that pops into my mind. Sometimes in the middle of the night, I wake up gasping for air because I can still feel his hand over my mouth. I just want this to all go away. And if you tell me to be patient, I'll punch you.
Okay. Don't be patient. Bite your nails, pace the floor, scream about how unfair it all is. See if that works, huh?
Thank you, a wise one.
Elizabeth, why are you so hard on yourself? I mean, you are doing great.
Well, it doesn't feel that way.
Well, trust me. You are so much better now than when it first happened. It's not even funny. You couldn't even get out of bed in the morning. If someone looked at you sideways in Kelly's, you were ready to bolt.
Yeah, well, I still feel like that.
Yeah, but you get out of bed. You don't run away, do you? I mean, you got up in front of the half the town at the nurse's ball.
So I can sing and dance in front of people. I'm still a basket case. I can't even walk down the street by myself. I'm afraid of being touched. I'm starting to think that it's impossible that I'll ever have a normal relationship, and I refuse to accept that. Will you help me?
You know I will. What can I do?
Kiss me.
Do you want me to kiss you?
I'd completely understand if you didn't want to. I mean, if the whole thought of it grosses you out or
No,
whatever.
it's surprising.
Look, you know what? Just forget about it. I had no right to put you on the spot like that.
Well, will you just, hold on a second, just give a guy a chance, okay?
You know, it's just that I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I realize the only way to get my life back is to take it back by doing the thing that scares me the most. And I figured that if I survive, then I'm gonna be okay. You know what I mean?
I think so.
And like you know, you're about the only guy in the world I can trust right now, and so I figured that I'd try it on you, and you know, if I didn't freak out completely, then maybe there's a possibility that I'll have a relationship someday.
Okay, let me make sure I got this right. You want to kiss me as an experiment to find out whether you can kiss someone you really want to kiss?
That doesn't sound right when you say it like that.
Well, I can think of worse things. If you're sure.
I am.
Yeah? It's gonna be a little tougher, a little trickier than I thought.
If you'd rather not, then...
No, hey, we can do this, right? What's wrong?
I've got to go.
Listen, there's no reason to be scared, okay? I'm not gonna touch you. I'm sorry. Look, I should have known not to try kissing you. I'm sorry.
You did it because I asked you to. God, what is wrong with me?
Nothing.
I just want to be well. I just want to be normal.
We already discussed that. We're never gonna be normal. That's what makes us superior. Look, no matter what you said, I shouldn't have tried that.
No, you never would have if I hadn't made you. Just don't sweat it.
You know that, do you? Look, I probably shouldn't say this. I wanted to kiss you 100 times.
You have?
Yeah, for months. Just making it worse now. You just wanted a friendly trial run like performing at the nurse's ball. I had to go and be too real about it, spoil the whole thing.
You really thought about kissing me? For months?
Why did I tell you that?
Why didn't I ask you to kiss me earlier? You know, before I was raped, I had a crush on you. That's why it was such a big deal when I stupidly thought we sort of had a real date to the Valentine's dance. Graham knew. She took me to buy a dress.
I didn't know.
I know. I can't compete with Sarah.
Sarah who?
You know, I haven't had a lot of experience. And now I'm afraid to get any. I don't even know why. I don't understand it. Is this embarrassing you?
No.
He took stuff from me I can't get back, and I hate him for that. And he's gonna keep on doing it, so I have to stop him so I can go on. I'm gonna get this guy lucky. I swear I am.
How's your summer been going so far?
Okay.
Not bad.
Good. You know, Liz, that last time that the time that we tried to discuss about your English final, I called you, but I never heard anything back.
Oh, right. Yeah, I got those messages. I must have just completely forgot about it. Remember I told you that Mr. Murty was nice enough to give me advice on what to do in case I burned out on the test?
Uh-huh.
Well, that night, I got really sick because, you know, I knew how I did, and I was right.
Sorry about your grade.
Oh, it's not your fault.
So do you have a plan?
Well, Lucky and I were just discussing it, and the only thing I can think of is summer school.
They won't be offering that class this summer.
I thought they were.
Huh. We had a meeting last week, and they decided it wasn't cost effective.
So what does she do?
Well, I'm going to be going on vacation for a couple of weeks, but when I get back, I'd be glad to give you some private tutoring.
No way.
You're Liz's friend, but you're way out of line.
I'm out of line.
Lucky.
This is really none of your business. In fact, I'm starting to wonder if you're not part of Liz's problem.
Well, that's rich coming from me.
Lucky, it's not Mr. Murty's fault that I didn't study hard enough.
Look, I'd love to have the whole summer off. But if you don't address this, you're going to be repeating the class next year, and you cannot get your diploma without a pass. But, you know, it's your life. No one's forcing you.
So, you think private tutoring is the way to go?
I really don't see any other option. But take a week or two and see if you can come up with one. If not, you can leave a message on my machine. You have my number?
Yeah.
Great. When I get back from vacation, we'll set something up together. Good night.
Thanks.
Are you out of your mind? Tell me you see what Murty's trying to do. He's setting you up. Elizabeth, if you go to that private tutor and he'll try for you again.
But isn't that what we want?
Not after what it did to you when we tried setting a trap for him in the park. You freaked. You told me you were paralyzed. You felt like you were going to faint. The idea isn't conducive to your mental health, Elizabeth.
But I'm not going to sit at home and do nothing. Except feeling like my life is out of control. Are you saying that if I do this tutoring, you're not going to be there to back me up?
If you're that crazy, of course I'll be there. But I'm not saying I'm going to be happy about it.
Good. Because I'm beginning to think that getting Murty off the street is the only way I'm going to get well. All clear. Yoo-hoo. All's quiet on the Hardy front.
Shh. Your grandmother's...
Is at the hospital. She's filling in for a sick nurse friend. Night shift, as in all night.
Well, sign me up for a chair in front of the tube. Movie-thon starts in an hour.
Well, why not now? I can make some popcorn.
Line up the oil and the kernels. I'll be back in a flash, all right? Unless, are you okay with me leaving you alone? Because if you're not, you'd tell me, right?
Even if I didn't, you'd know. So, where are you going?
Duty call. All right, it's promise keeping time.
Oh, I didn't realize you were making promises to anybody these days but me.
Well, there's one other person.
Ruby? Bobby?
Me.
Explanations, no qualifying remarks if you don't understand something. If you have any doubts at all, you say, I don't understand the question.
And you honestly think that I can get away with that?
Nicholas, you have nothing to hide.
Right, but what if they ask me about you and my mother? The fact that you gave your fiance
Then
Laura's engagement ring.
I will object, Nicholas, and say that the witness is in no position to answer that question.
Well, don't you understand what they're trying to do here? They're turning my mother into a motive for Catherine's murder.
Did Stefan kill Catherine?
No.
No buts, Nicholas. Your uncle is innocent. Everything else is clutter.
Okay, Luke's planted evidence. The district attorney's case. Clutter, you call that.
There is no case. Only a spurious theory which Dara Jensen cannot prove.
You just concentrate on the basics. You are testifying for an innocent man, and you will keep your eye on me at all times. I will coach you on how to read my cues.
Don't you think that'll be just the slightest bit obvious? I mean...
No, I don't. In a month, it won't be. Nicholas, I just got an unrepentant kidnapper acquitted. If I can handle that, I'm certainly capable of handling this. I know what I'm doing. Alexis Davis. Dara, what can I do for you?
There's been a shift in Judge Carter's calendar. I thought you'd want to know.
Stefan's trial's been postponed?
Moved up, actually. I'll see you in court in 2 weeks.
2 weeks? That's quite an adjustment.
I know you enjoy challenges.
Well, I generally manage to rise to the occasion.
I'm sure you'll do your best. That's all your client can ask. And there's a lot to be said for swift justice. You have a pleasant evening.
Is here to see Master Nicholas.
Wow. Send him in.
Did you have any idea he was coming?
No.
Evening, folks.
Lucky?
Sure. Hey, I'd like to have a word with you. Alone.
Excuse me. Are you here at your father's behest?
I don't do errands for anybody anymore.
I'll be in the garden, okay?
First Laura and her daughter, and now Lucky.
What?
One thing you're good for. Information. If there's bad news, whether it's any of your business or not, you get it out there.
So what, are you here to finish what we started at the nurses' ball?
Two
or
questions. How did you find out about Elizabeth, and who have you told?
Okay, I didn't find out about Elizabeth, okay? I saw her coming out of a meeting, which is at the same time I saw you, all right? And I saw a sign that said rape survivors on the bulletin board, and underneath there was the room number. And come on, I saw the look on her face.
You had a moment of insight which you've shared with how many people?
No one.
Including Emily?
Yes, including Emily. Emily's outburst was in my defense only. It was grounded in nothing at all. It's like I said, I didn't discuss this with anyone.
I'd like to keep it that way.
Okay.
You have a problem with that?
No, I don't.
That was almost too easy.
Yeah, well, the Cassidines and the Spencers are a complicated bunch. But you and I, we don't have to be like that. I mean, isn't that our little agreement?
That about sums it up.
Good. Anything else?
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome.
Laura brought...
Elizabeth? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
Why are you here?
To discuss the incident.
Excuse me?
Well, I assume that you realize I know about the assault.
This with you.
No, that's not why I came here.
But you just said that you're...
Look, I would never invade your privacy or share what I know with anyone, okay? I told Lucky that, and now I'm telling you.
You saw Lucky?
Yes, he was concerned about it, but there's really no reason to be, because I would never tell anyone, Liz.
Thank you. Again, I don't want to get into this right now,
No,
but...
of course you don't. Of course you don't, but I just want you to know that you have nothing to fear from me, okay? In fact, if there's ever anything that you need...
Just like I said. It was way too easy. Here's where it starts to get hard. On you.
Lucky,
Only
listen.
this time I caught you in the act.
You have no idea what we were
Nicholas came
talking
to
about.
promise me he wasn't going to say anything.
You know what? Forget it. My agreement with you is canceled. I have an understanding with Elizabeth now. Bye.
Hey. He was being nice. He made me feel better. I'm sure he was telling the truth.
Elizabeth, the truth, when it comes to the Spencers and Cassidines, is a fluid thing. Here.
There's one more.
Woo! Thank you.
Oh, and a surprise.
Oh, now what is this?
I thought it might keep you from getting mice.
You're a little late. Come on. No. I don't want your grandmother buying me all these groceries, so as soon as possible, tell her I'll pay her back.
Any ideas how?
Well, I guess I'll start looking for a job.
Soon?
Maybe when the food's all gone. You see here, we got peanut butter and jelly and bread, fruit, nuts, you know what? If I didn't know better, I'd think she's starting to like me.
Well, ever since I told her I'd be honest and check in with her, Gram's chilled out a lot. I told her we were spending the day together. She didn't even blink.
That's great. So, any ideas on what you want to do?
How about something we've never done before?
Okay. You ever had a peanut butter and banana sandwich?
No.
No?
No.
Well, I think it's about time you started. Look at that. We got chunky peanut butter and all. We're set. Where, you got bananas? You got them.
Oh, they're on the floor.
You know Elvis used to eat sandwiches like this?
Oh.
Only he deep fried them.
Where'd you hear that?
My dad. He knows a lot about music.
Well, then how bad can he be? Okay. Okay. Peanut butter and banana sandwiches. No decisions about whether to let Murty tutor me because he's out of town. A full day ahead of us with nothing to do but have fun. Yes, I would definitely have to say things are looking up.
I'm glad to see you bounced back.
From what?
You know, yesterday.
Oh, you mean Nicholas coming over?
Yeah. I mean, here, everything was taken care of, and he has to go and make some grandstand play about keeping your rape a secret. I mean...
The truth? I thought he was trying to be nice.
You're missing the point. He had no right to even bring it up to you.
Yeah, but it was a good time for me, Lucky. Every time I'm faced with somebody who knows I was raped, it makes me stronger. It happened with Nicholas. And with your mother as well.
My mother? What does she have to do with this?
I went to see her.
You went to see my mother? When?
The night in the park when we tried to set Murty up. After you left my house, I was so wound up I couldn't sleep. All I wanted was to be with someone who can truly understand what I'd been through. Someone who could tell me with real authority that sooner or later, all these bad feelings go away. Next thing I knew, I was knocking at her door.
You shouldn't have gone to see her.
But I needed help, Lucky. She was there.
Yeah, help, Elizabeth. She married the man who raped her. You ask her what happened, she makes excuses for him. How is that going to help you?
She got past it, and that's what I wanted
No,
to do.
she didn't get past it. She hid from it.
But she made me feel better. Does that count for anything? Lucky, you know how much I appreciate everything you've done for me. Your friendship, your support. I don't know where I'd be without them. But I'm the one that got raped. And if I say Laura made me feel better, then that's what she did.
Look at her life. All she knows are lies.
She had her reasons for forgiving your father. I know they confuse you, but they make perfect sense to her.
She's sick, and so is he. Does that make sense?
Maybe you don't know her as well as you think.
And you do. After one meeting, you do.
I do know that I have something in common with her. And I hope that one day she can be my friend.
Please tell me you didn't mean that.
Why?
Because she doesn't deserve your friendship, Elizabeth.
I don't agree.
Well, it's your choice, isn't it?
Maybe I should go. I thought it would help to come here. To be able to stare at the place I was raped right in the eye all by myself. Even if it is just in the daylight. But it's not as easy as I'd hoped it'd be. I had a nightmare about being alone with Mr. Murty. You know, with him tutoring me and everything. I woke up so scared that I couldn't go back to sleep. And I remember I sat there and I tried to figure out for sure that it was him. Or to know that it wasn't him. And then I remember thinking, what if I never know? What if this just remains mystery for the rest of my life? What do I do then? It's like, it's a door that I can't close. And it can't go on until I close it. I'm stuck, Lucky. I'm stuck here, and I hate it.
Don't do this. Elizabeth, it's just another way for you to come down on yourself. Look, if there's anything else you need, I'll help you, and you know that.
Even if it means seeing your mom again. Listen, I really hated the way we fought over it last time we were together. I'm surprised you're not still mad.
Actually, I was on my way to see you.
I was on my way to see you, too. I just wanted to stop here to be able to give you a good progress report.
Look, you don't have to do anything for me. I mean, if you stay just the way you are, this very second, you'll be more than fine by me.
Hello, Elizabeth. I was looking for you.
Why?
Because sometimes she knows where you are.
Well, here I am.
Would you excuse us for a second?
No. Anything you can't say in front of her, I don't want to hear.
All right. I'm sorry, Elizabeth. Your mother and I have broken down some walls. We've talked and we've taken a hard look at the past. The rape.
I guess. Decided that's not what it was at all.
No. Actually, we agreed that's exactly what it was. Rape. But we also agreed that we're not going to punish ourselves or each other for the rest of our lives. And we're not going to lose each other, and we're not going to abandon what's left of our family over it. Now, if that seems like radical thinking to you, that we would choose to stay together and love each other despite rape and countless other offenses, maybe it'll help to know that I tried to convince your mother to throw it all away. I tried hard, but she won't. So I guess I won't either. I did it. Shameful. Terrible thing. And everybody knows it. If you choose to hate me the rest of your life because of it, that's your prerogative, Lucky. But I'm here to ask you, man to man, please, don't take it out on your mother anymore.
I think I get it now. You and Mom have been butting heads, and the only way to make it right with her is by delivering me. Get it? Come on, right here.
Like hell you are. This family together is not based on you alone, Lucky. You are not the center of every damn universe. I've got a daughter to worry about. I haven't held your feet to the fire about this damn thing for a reason. But don't think for a second that that can't change.
Well, we all know what can happen when you get forceful, don't we?
You act like you're the product of rape. Nothing could be further from the truth. You were planned for. You were wanted. I'll never forget the moment my wife told me she was pregnant with you. That was probably the happiest moment of my life. You were the product of two people who loved each other, despite all odds. Just like Lulu is. My wife and I have something complicated. It's called a marriage. It's seen 1,000 things that you haven't seen, Lucky. Some you will. And some I hope to God you never have to look at. But it's who we are. It's us. And I'm through explaining us to you. And we are through asking for your permission to love each other. I'm through.
I'll just,
Here. My treat.
Oh, thanks. Sorry you had to hear that.
Like with your dad. You okay?
Don't I look okay?
Actually, you look tired. You fight with your mom, your dad. You gave up your home, seen your little sister. I know the kind of energy it's cost me hating the guy who raped me. And I don't even know him. It must cost you double to hate somebody you love. I promise I won't make a habit of just showing up at your door.
Oh, no, that's all right. You're always welcome. Please, come in. I really mean that. And it's not just because of Lucky either. You know, some very good things came out of your last visit here. I really mean that, too.
You know, Lucky loves you so much.
I know. He just can't seem to let himself feel it right now. Come on, sit down.
You know, he feels it. There's a million things he feels that he can't show. We ran into his paws the other day, and they got in this huge fight, and I swear I thought he was going to, I don't know, explode or something. He would be so mad if he knew I was here right now. But I can't stand to see him like this. You know how sometimes you can stay mad at somebody, even for a really long time, someone important to you, until finally they say something that just makes it all okay? Well, I think that's what Lucky's waiting for. For one of you to say something that will make him able to come home.
I think that's very perceptive of you. I have had the sense that he's waiting to hear something from me or from his father, but, you know, he's not around to hear it, even if I knew what it was.
I have an idea. First to know about fishing. I'm real good at the sitting around and watching the water part. Anyway, I was thinking, if you and Mr. Spencer just happened to take a walk down near the docks tonight.
Thank you.
There's not much I wouldn't do for your son.
Well, it's pretty clear that he feels the same way about you.
And besides, it's kind of like a story that I need to know the end of. You know, I need to see how it turns out. I'm having trouble, though. I can't get over what happened. I even get sick of myself, but I can't seem to fix it. And even when I'm not thinking about it, I know that being raped has changed the way I relate to the kids at school, the way I dress, the places I feel free to go, just everything. So I was thinking that maybe if I could watch you and listen to you, then I can get past it too, like you did.
Oh, dear, I'm not sure that I know anything that would really help you. You were raped by a total stranger. You know, the world is full of strangers, and that really is everyone's worst nightmare.
When you were raped by someone you loved, that's everyone's worst nightmare, too. I should be quiet. I don't really know what I'm talking about.
No, it's all right. It really is. It's okay. Actually, I couldn't have said it better myself. But you see, at the time, I was already married to another man who I cared about very much. Actually, it's strange, but today would have been Scotty's and my anniversary. But you see, I couldn't admit that I had such strong feelings for Luke. So instead, I tried to get his attention, and I tried to comfort him, and I tried to be the woman in his life. Even though I kept saying that I couldn't be.
You kind of sound like you're blaming yourself.
No, I'm not. I didn't deserve what happened to me. I didn't want that. But you see, if I had been a little bit smarter about myself, about what I did want, it probably would have never happened. I mean, I could let Luke take all the blame for it. He's certainly willing to, but if I don't take responsibility for my part in it, I would feel as guilty and as dishonest as I did with Scotty. Elizabeth, what happened to me was very different from what happened to you.
I can think of another difference. It was my first time. You were married. I was a virgin.
It was not your first time. It didn't really touch you. Not really. A virgin is someone who has never made love. And you still haven't.
I like that definition, but...
Come here. It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
Pretty small. Almost a sweet taste, but you have to catch a lot of them to make a meal. Ouch! I'm all right. Sunfish and bass are bigger. Carp are bigger than all of them, but they're garbage eaters. I usually throw them back.
Well, I refuse to catch anything if I have to eat it.
Well, I'll clean it. Yeah, we can build a fire on the beach. It'll cook really fast. You won't believe how good it is.
Why don't we keep walking? Let's don't be gluttons for punishment.
Why can't I talk to my own son?
Well, you can, but anything he has to say, you've already heard. I can't listen to him.
I can. And I don't want to give him the right to decide whether or not we talk at all. Are the salmon running?
We should move out on the breakwater.
I'll go. You have something to say to them.
No, I don't.
Lucky.
Don't leave me with them.
So you feel you can't talk to us at all, Lucky? My God, you're bleeding. What happened?
A drop on a fish hook, Mom. Just give it up, okay?
Give it up? I will never give up on you. You're my son. Does that make you angry? You know something, Lucky? I'm angry, too. So is your father. Even your baby sister does not understand why she is home and you're not.
Don't keep it above the belt, huh?
Look, as far as I can see, you're the only person here who doesn't have a right to be angry. What have we ever done to you? Did we neglect you? Did we mistreat you? Have we abused you?
Only by lying to me my whole life. That's it. Just
Elizabeth, should we go get a cup of coffee over at Ruby's,
you know what?
maybe?
I think she's fine, Dad. Yeah. She's here with me. You were just passing.
Well, I have a question for you, Lucky. Where do you think our responsibility to you begins and ends? Because it seems to me that you feel that you have a right to know everything that ever happened to us together or separately, whether you were born yet or not.
Is this how it's going to be now? You'll sit at home dreaming up things to say to put me in my place?
Come home, Lucky. Come home and we'll find a better way.
You want to know why I'm angry?
Yes.
Ask him. Because he knows. You stood there and watched. Yeah, you. Let me come to you for advice. After what happened to Elizabeth in the park, you knew it was tearing me apart. Thinking of the kind of man that could do this to her, you never said a word.
What did you want me to say? You wanted me to compare myself to some freak in a ski mask who lurks in the bushes?
What makes you any better? Rape is rape, no matter what you call it later.
What makes you an authority, Lucky? Just a minute. Do you think you know more about my life than I do? Well, I don't think so, because if you did, you'd understand that I would do it all over again. I would marry your father, I would have his children, and I would be here with him tonight. You know something? You would be a lot better off picking a fight with us about your curfew or about your allowance, because clearly this subject is over your head. It seems to me that you have left me no room to be redeemed in your eyes, except to apologize for loving the man that I married. And that just isn't going to happen, Lucky.
You know what? You can spin it, you can twist it, you can bend it, but the one thing you can't do is make it right.
Have you had enough of this? Let's go home.
Tonight was really hard on you, wasn't it?
Oh, if you can take it, I can.
Why do I find that a little hard to believe?
Because you protect me. Like a mother bulldog. Because you have faith in me. But see, Lucky is in another place. He sees a job to be done. He sees nobody doing it, and so he's going to pitch in.
What do you mean?
You didn't accuse me. He sees that as a crime. So he's going to accuse.
You see, this is the part that I'm worried about.
Why?
Because you love him so much, Luke, that you won't defend yourself around him. He wants to hurt you and you let him, you know? In a strange way, you almost even help him.
I love you.
She defends him no matter what. Just notice that?
and something else. She's not afraid of him.
She's trying to get to you. To make an impression. You don't know him like I do.
Still, I know they're not your enemies, yet that's how you treat them. Once in a while, you'll have a civil conversation with Nicholas, but not your mom or your dad? Like, I know this is a hard one for you, but if you had to pick one of them to listen to, and I mean really listen to, even when you don't agree, which one of them would it be?
I guess my mom.
Then why don't you try? Why don't you think about going to her, just you and her? Just think about it, okay? For me? Or maybe that's not fair of me to put it that way.
Well, for you, you know. I'll think about it.
I better go call Graham before it gets too late. Hi, Graham. I know I'm later than I said I'd be, but I'm on my way home. Fishing? No, Lucky's gonna walk me home. What did Mr. Murty want?
He's back.
What did you say to him? All right. No, I said I'm fine. I'll see you soon. Bye. He made her promise she'd send me to see him tomorrow. Alone. Anything?
Windermere.
Not like the future or anything profound.
Mm-mm. Nope. I do my best soothsaying at dusk.
By dusk, I'll be stuck in a classroom with Murty.
You sure you're up for this? We can blow it off till another time.
No, I have to get it over with, and it won't be over until I get Murty to slip up.
That may not happen today.
I have to start somewhere.
All right, well, look, just remember that you're calling the shots. You want to back up and re-strategize, that's fine. You say full speed ahead, and full speed we go.
You're going to be right outside the classroom, right?
The National Guard couldn't drag me away this time.
And if they try, or an 8-foot gorilla comes by, or an 80-foot lizard tries to stomp on your head?
Listen, you'll have this, okay?
Bought me a knife?
Well, I've had it forever. My dad, well, yeah, we used to go fishing.
Just put it away.
Take it. I don't want you inside there with no backup.
But you're my backup. You told me you were going to be there.
I will, but stuff happens, like the cop in the park. I mean, who saw that coming?
I don't want it. I don't want it.
For the 5 seconds between you screaming for help and me reworking Murty's face.
I can barely manage a paring knife. I nick myself when I'm shaving.
Listen, it opens like this.
What, and then you want me to stab him?
You just hold it up. I mean, he'll back off. Then you scream your head off. You start making tracks. This buys you time. That's all. Just a couple of seconds. The split between getting jumped and getting away. Take it. Thank you.
Count down.
There's no timetable here. You got weeks to wear him down.
Yeah, weeks with a possible closet rapist.
Just pretend it's a regular class, all right?
Oh, with only one student in the class?
And a hidden guard.
Not to mention a concealed weapon and a trusty recording device.
What's that for?
Well, Mr. Murty freaks me out so bad I can barely hear him, let alone remember and repeat. If he drops something incriminating, I need to get it on tape.
Well, better than that, you'll have a witness. That will be right out here, hanging on every word.
I can do this.
I know you can. You got tons of backup. Well, I better get out of sight.
Oh, unlucky. Thanks.
Elizabeth, this is not going to work.
Excuse me?
It's just the two of us. You can't hide in the class. You are the class. Come on. Join me. Will you? Oh, not this again.
I beg your pardon?
It's a beautiful afternoon outside. Balmy breeze blowing. I could be flopped on a park bench. Instead, I am cooped up in a classroom. Why? Because of you. I am not here to torture you. I am not the enemy. I just want to help. But you're still tensing up on me. I mean, the damage is already done.
The damage?
You failed English. I'm here to fix that. I'm not here to tie you to a bed of nails. I want you to succeed. Would you like to know why? Because inside that body of a gum-chewing vamp, I truly believe, there's a complex mind. Am I wrong?
Mm-mm.
Then prove it to me. Work with me. Don't fight me. Can you do that?
I can do anything.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
No, wait, leave it open.
Nah. It's competing with the air conditioning. All right, first challenge. To kill a mockingbird. Tell me the story. A paragraph or less.
Is it?
Who has never told a lie, who has never done an immoral thing. There is no man living who has never looked upon a woman without desire. Atticus paused and took out his handkerchief.
Supposed to sit here and listen to this?
I'm trying. Not successfully, obviously, to limn the cadence of Southern speech.
Who cares about the cadences? A girl was raped and nobody cared?
Did you read the book? Tom Robinson was innocent.
Somebody raped Mayella Yule, and if it wasn't Tom Robinson, then it was somebody else. Somebody she didn't see or somebody she's afraid to name.
What book did you read, Elizabeth? No one was raped in Harper Lee's novel.
Mayella was hurt.
Mayella was lying. There was no rape. Found a story. A story the rest of us didn't see. That's fine. Write that story. 500 words. But make sure you pay attention to the points of address. And for the next time, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. You might want to write this down. What is that?
What?
Is that a tape recorder?
No.
Let me see that. Pull it out.
I don't take very good notes.
Elizabeth, you are not going to be able to wade through college if you have to keep transcribing every class. You have to learn to distill.
Fine.
Here, give me the recorder.
What? No, why? It's mine.
I don't want you to work like you're some court reporter. That is not what this is about.
You don't want people to hear what you said, do you?
What I said about what?
I want to go home.
Yeah, and so do I. But I think we have a situation on our hands.
A what?
We've been dancing around the problem. It's time to resolve it. Now. That we could overlook what happened in the park and just concentrate on your schoolwork. But obviously, that is not going to work.
Overlook it?
I met you there because you asked me to.
I didn't.
Elizabeth, you stood right here in this classroom and you asked me to meet you in the park to discuss your performance on your final. I should have just arranged a conference here in school with your grandmother. But I'm aware of the difficulties you're having at home, so I thought I was trying to help.
Help?
Believe it or not, I actually have better things to do than to tutor you English. I am making the effort because I happen to like you, and I happen to think that you're capable of doing the work. But if you don't cooperate, I'm going to be forced to find other means to do it.
You know what? I thought you said we were finished. I want to go home.
Okay, not another word. Okay. I think I see the reason for all these dramatics going on. You know, Liz, you're not the first student to ever have feelings for a teacher. I mean, to be honest, you're not the first to have feelings for me. What you and I need to figure out, though, is...
Did this to somebody else?
Well, Liz, a crush is nobody's fault. I mean, and certainly the world is not going to come to an end. I mean, nothing's going to change between you and me as a...
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Of course she's fine. Where's the fire, Lucky?
I thought the tutorial was over.
Well, obviously you were wrong. I guess next time we will finish our discussion, yes? Unless you want Lucky to wait outside.
No.
All right, next time then. Don't forget The Great Gatsby and an essay on To Kill a Mockingbird.
Okay.
And Lucky, next time you want to wait for Liz, wait. Please don't barge in on our tutorial.
Anytime she wants me, I'm here.
Lucky, come on, let's just go.
Are you sure you're okay?
I will be. Where were you?
I was outside, like I said I'd be.
I couldn't see you.
Well, I couldn't take a chance on Murty turning around. I was watching everything, though. When I saw Murty take the tape recorder, I decided to get you out. I went to the side entrance. It was locked. I had to go all the way around to the front of the building. I didn't leave you. Never.
I know. Let's just get out of here. I can't stand to see him again.
Let me get you some water, soda?
No, thanks.
Take it back to your grandmother's if you want.
No, not yet. I don't want Graham to see me.
So, what happened? Did Murty say something?
Oh, yeah.
On tape?
It doesn't matter. He took it.
Well, even if he said anything, we can take it to the police.
He thinks I have a crush on him.
What?
You know, after he shut the window, he gave me this lecture on how if it weren't for me, he could be in the park right now. And that he's not trying to tie me to a bed of nails.
I'm stopping her.
Lucky, no.
I am tired of waiting while you torture yourself trying to catch him. I'm gonna stop him tonight.
I said no. What did you?
It doesn't matter.
It does to me. Lucky, please.
Do you want this over?
More than anything. Hurting Murty is not going to change a thing.
It will for me.
It didn't happen to you. I know you want to catch Murty as much as I do, but you weren't the one that was raped. You weren't in those bushes that night, and you weren't in the classroom with Murty listening to him tell me that I have a crush on him. You know what? I should have just told him he was crazy. I should have thrown what he did right in his face. No, I froze.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No.
I didn't do a thing. All I could do was back up. I have to face him. I need to hear him admit what he did. That he raped me. It's the only way it's going to be over for me, Lucky.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I guess we can go on with the tutorials like planned. I mean, Marty said a lot this time. He might say more next week. And this time I'll be ready for him. I'm not going to let him get me confused.
So you could do it again. You could be alone with him.
If I have to. As long as you're near me.
I will be.
And that's what I want.
And that's what we'll do. Another one?
What about you? I ate most of it.
Oh, no, I had enough. Go ahead and finish the fries.
I'm fine. I am, you know. Not all the time. But there are minutes, even whole hours, when I don't think of the rape. When I'm feeling, well, not normal, because I've never been that. I've always been the one that would talk too loud, or laugh in the wrong place, or write a new end to the movie. I'm used to it, though. I guess it's just being different. All the times that I hadn't thought about the rape are the times I've spent with you. That's something else you've done for me.
Well, you know, every time you don't think about it, I don't mean just pretend it never happened, but every time the rape isn't the first most important thing in your mind, Mr. Murty loses a little of his power over you.
It's like a door into the place I'll be when it's all over. It doesn't open very often, but I've seen enough to know that that's where I want to get. Is it ever like that for you?
No.
You can't imagine a time when you're past everything that's happened?
I only want a time when I don't care. When what he did to her, how they are together, doesn't matter to me at all.
How can that happen? They're your parents. Unless we lose your sister.
I don't know what to do for her. I mean, she's a little girl. She doesn't understand the smiles and the love are a lie any more than I did.
You know, I was watching your mother the other day. I don't think anything she said was a lie.
Well, you don't know her, Elizabeth.
Well, you do. Remember the other day you said that if you had to pick one to listen to, it would be your mom? Are you going to?
I said I'd try. I don't see how she could explain anything anyway, but for you, I'll try.
If you or someone you love has
sound like my grandmother, but I was getting worried.
This guy in my cousin Sly's band, he picked up a used cassette deck at a flea market. I told him I'd clean it up for him and, get it working. 5 hours at $8 an hour.
I'm impressed by people who can fix things. I never fixed anything but my face. Are you hungry? Ruby's not around, but I can make you something.
They fed me. Short ribs, corn on the cob. You would have thought I was Foster the way I ate. Oh, I have something for you here. It's a mix of, a bunch of different music, different stuff. Wait, I think it's this one, though. It's the one I didn't rewind yet. See, I'm a little quiet.
Guilty conscience, I guess.
About what?
Something I did behind somebody's back. Yours. Anybody our own age as tight with their parents as you were with your dad when I first knew you.
That's only because I didn't really know him.
Well, that's what you say now, but I remember how excited you were when you got to go to Switzerland to see your mom, and how long you told stories about it after. And I also remember you telling me for a long time before Lulu was born, it was just the three of you against the world. You did everything together. You traveled everywhere, you lived under different names, you had all sorts of adventures.
You did something you didn't tell me about that has to do with my parents?
I guess it, doesn't really matter why I did it. I'm trying to tell you anyway. You're so good at knowing what I need. Sometimes before I even know myself. Including things that I don't feel right asking for. I wanted to be that for you. So I asked myself, what's the one thing you need the most but won't ask for? And what I think the answer is for things to be back the way they were with your family. You know that night we were fishing down at the docks and your parents saw us?
Elizabeth, no.
They didn't just happen to walk by. I told your mom we'd be there. But it's not like I said, oh, please come down and patch things up with Lucky. But I guess she knew that's why I was telling her. I just thought it was a good idea for you all to be at the same place together. Lucky, nobody listens like you do. You remember things I told you that I don't even remember saying, or I don't even know I felt. And I know it's different with them, but...
This is not good.
I understand if you're mad at me. I should have told you sooner. I'm sorry. That makes a difference.
I'm gonna need to let this roll around in my head for a little while, okay? So I'll see you later. Could I see that?
What?
Is that the cassette I gave you? Because I lost the other one. I went back to Kelly's and I couldn't find it.
I thought you were so mad at me you could barely stand to look at me.
I never said that.
And now you come knocking at my door to talk about...
Could I just
cassettes?
see it, please? Come on, Elizabeth, I'm not kidding. Come on. Elizabeth. Sorry.
Lucky. It's okay. Here.
This is the right one. Sorry I bugged you so late at night.
That's you.
feel God's peace. All I want is this, Elizabeth. Is this, Elizabeth? As you kneel beside your bed tonight, keep a little prayer for me in sight, Elizabeth.
Well, now you know what I didn't want you to hear. Why I didn't want you to hear it. I'm not a singer. I'm not a songwriter. I'm a musician.
How can you even say that? I've never heard anything so beautiful.
I think it needs work.
That was you playing the guitar too?
Yeah, it's summertime. Got time on my hands. What am I going to do, teach myself Latin? It's not like I was going to keep it a secret for life. I just wanted it to be perfect.
It is perfect. Do you have to take it back?
Have to?
Can I keep this?
Elizabeth, I can do a better one.
I want this one.
Okay?
Okay. Thanks.
I better go before your grandmother hears me.
Are you still mad? Lucky?
Yeah.